Hi everybody, it's Denny Joe here. So today I am going to lay down a blue base. This is house paint with a little bit of phthalo blue in it, just to tint it a little bit. And I had this idea that I wanted to have some primary colors, kind of rainbow colors, but not all of the colors in a rainbow, but I'm using primary colors to make a rainbow effect. And so the light blue kind of represents the sky, and then I was going to put the foggy clouds on over top of it. So that was my inspiration and a really rough outline of what I wanted to do, and it turned it out actually a lot different, but that was my starting point to work with. So here's the base. It has a lot of bubbles as usual, and I'm trying to get those out here by torching. And then I'm going to stretch it out a little bit too, just to help some of those bubbles rise up to the surface, and then I'll give it another torch. Okay. It's looking as much stretched as I'd like. I like to have a good base still left so that my design on top flows very easily over it. If the base is too thin, then you end up, the design that you design on the top ends up getting folded over itself and kind of more becoming part of the base instead of floating on top of the base. All right, and here is the usual black. It's the Artist's Loft Soft Body Black, mixed 1-to-1 with US Floetrol. I like to put it in a separate cup because it's easier to pour that way, especially if I'm making smaller designs. So the colors I'm using are yellow and magenta and teal. So these colors are interesting. So I wanted to have some cells, but I didn't want to use any oils. So I mixed my colors half and half with DecoArt Extreme Sheen colors, and then half the regular acrylic tube paint to get these colors. So I just chose the corresponding like extreme sheen, the one that was closest to magenta and the one that was closest to the teal. And then I know for the yellow I used gold. Gold and yellow. And then that was mixed with Floetrol to get to that consistency. And I'm going to try some palette knife work to swipe. I have not used a palette knife a lot, so I go really slow and take my time, and I still sometimes am a little shaky. And then you'll see I'll even try to do like a mini bloom, like I'll blow a little bit and it blends the colors nicely too. So you can kind of get similar effects using different strategies, different techniques. So what I noticed about this kind of cell is that it didn't pop up as fast as when you're using silicone or some kind of oil. It kind of like it left a little dot, and then as you let it sit over time, the DecoArt Extreme Sheen does its thing and the color starts to pop up and spread through that little dot. So you don't get that instant wow like tons of cells, but as you let it sit for a while and then also after you stretch, the cells come to life. So I was feeling a little defeated and disappointed right here at right first, and so then that's why I was trying to like I end up doing a different like a bloom, trying to do a bloom. I tried all sorts of things to get what I was looking for, and I didn't realize until the end that the stretch is really key, and the stretch helps those cells come up. Because I was really surprised with the cells at the end. Okay, so I'm going to lay down some colors in more of a puddle instead of lines and try to blow them out and see if I get any cells that way. Wow, so I'm not getting very many cells, but I am getting some really cool blended looking colors. There's some purple showing up, and I really like it. All right, I am going to speed this up here in a second and play some music, and I'll catch you at the end with the dry results. Okay, everybody, here is the dried result. It looks very like punk and retro and colorful and graffiti-like, and I love how the colors swirl in with the white. I really like how it turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.